Today, YouTube, back with another one, BWI to ATXF, the channel, and today we are going to finally install some parts. I've been hoarding since 2021. Purchased in Texas before my departure. So this is going to be the cross brace, under brace for the Toms. Goes hand in hand with some LCA bushing, lower control arm bushings, doing with the Figs 90 hardness. And as you know, as you're about to see, you got to remove some brackets that only 2 bolts are required to install this. So it's going to fall hand in hand. This middle brace probably going to be the easiest one to install. It's just mount right on top of it. Yes, these are Figs. They got the logo on it. These are 101 color. Bought it off of a previous RCF owner. Do not message Figs for this color. It's not an offering from Figs at this time. Just don't do it. Save your time. In case you're wondering, when we move, I miss places. I still don't know where I put it. I found it. My boy Danny, he actually gifted me this is the one I already had. Maybe that's the one I already had, but he actually gifted me a brand new one. So shout out to Danny, man. If you want to buy the extra brace, reach out to me. It's good. The money's gonna go straight to Danny for the favor. All right, so we got it jacked up. We're gonna have to resort to jack stands because the lift right here is too wide on this side. We really need one that's short over there, but whatever. We know how to improvise. Jack stand on the jack points. We got it jacked up at the jack point, the sad face right there. Needed 2 blocks right here because I'm low clearance, even aired up on cups. So we are good to get under here and start wrenching. All right, jack removed. We got the wheels under there for safe measure. And the first thing we're gonna do is get this brace off. A few bolts, some 12s, I believe some 14s. That's gonna give us access to the lower control arm bushing here to get the rest off. Just a few here. We got 14, these 10s, 12s I mean, right there. Same on the other side. And 14 right here, which is part of the bracket, to get this out the way. All right, next step is gonna be this 22 right here. 22 to unloosen. 17, but we're gonna first hit these 14s on the bracing. It's 1, 2. This top one is where the Tom's bracing is gonna go. Another 14 over here. That'll allow for this whole bracket to get out the way and continue with the removal. Now we see some movement. Take this 22, it's gonna be the hardest one. Break this off, it's gonna be 150 foot-pounds, so expect to get use some muscle on that if you don't have an impact. 17 on there. Before we break this 22, we're gonna break this 22, use it as leverage. Can't fit power right here, so we're gonna have to be strong about it. So the leverage had to get off the creeper. All right, that's broken. Now we can go back to power. Mind you, by the way, you don't have to use any power tools or anything. I'm just doing it because it's easier. And I probably need a cheater bar for this, but that's why I got the impact. See that bracket fall? Kingpin is out. If y'all used to skate, you know what I mean. Last one, 17 right here, and it's a bolt over top of this. Be careful with the manifold because you can imagine it's hot. But that's the last bolt, and then we should be able to get this out after prying this up. So we're gonna twist this off. Mind you, there is a space on there. Make sure you keep track of that. And we can see the movement, it is free. So now the only thing we gotta do is pry this off. I have a pry tool, so it can clear this little corner right here, but you can see it's loose. Push up. And look at how much room I got. Wiggle that out. going. Oh, oh, look at my metal. No corrosion. I love that. All right, no sanding required. We're gonna put some lithium ion on here and then install the figs. And out of curiosity, this is what the bushings look like with 77,000 miles on it. No issue. A little age right there. Get in focus, but you can definitely reuse these. But I'm gonna keep them for a part out, as I always do. Just gonna take some white lithium grease because it's metal on metal. Got this second hand, didn't get it from Figs, but if you get it from Figs directly, they'll go ahead and supply you with some grease. This will do the job. Lube it up. And we're gonna put just a little bit more on this side. So as you slide it on, it'll go on with the bushing. So that's all on there, good. So not sure if y'all took any notice of this, but it is a bit of a bevel right there. So when you're installing this, you wanna make sure that the bevel part is towards the front of the vehicle, and the bigger hole should be on the outside, smaller hole, and the lower hole should be on the inside with the Figs logo on the bottom. So I'm gonna get this in, revisit that pry tool. Easy. Putting that back on. Did put the factory spacer back on, caster spacer. Not gonna torque this down just yet. We're gonna go ahead and start reinstalling the critical pieces. First, we're gonna put the big boy back on, just so we can get a little bit of alignment. This big bracket with the 150 foot-pound thing of what I'm gonna call that bolt is the kingpin. Start it off with your hand and start putting on the other bolts, 14, 114, and again, we're going to put on the Tom's brace, so we're going to leave this 14 off for now. Get that seated, and we're going to go ahead and continue with the other bolt. That should line it up just fine. If you have a problem with lining this up, it does have to pass through to catch that nut on the other side. Don't be afraid to kind of gently wedge the assembly towards the center of the car. You'll find a way to do it gently and get a good metal point, or wedge leverage point, I should say. See, I almost lost it. That's all the way in. Gonna put that nut on the other side and then start torquing stuff down. Not gonna lie to you, that little nut up there, it does take a little bit of feel. So by the time you get through with this, the manifold should be tolerable. Just start slowing that down, and then we good to start torquing that down after that's hand tight up there. All right, so this is back on. Got this one on. That's 150 torqued already off camera. This is, I'm gonna put it on the screen, I forget. These M6 bolts right here and right here, they're gonna be 37 foot-pounds. Notice we left this off because we're gonna put the Toms on. And then after all that is secure, this is enough leverage or security to torque this down to 83 foot-pounds. So that's all set. We're gonna get into kind of like a split install of installing the Toms under bracing, since we got it up and it's part of the installation. All right, so the Toms brace right here is gonna be on this bolt. Gonna run it underneath the splash guard, trans splash guard. Shouldn't need to remove it at all, but make sure that it's kind of pointing back to the rear of the car. The bar should be flat, so we're gonna try to fish this through. Yeah. And rotate that on the other side of the manifold. Just really finesse it. Yeah, we're here. So as you can see, all we gotta do is put this 14 back in and that is 37 foot-pounds on the M6. So we on the other side. I'm gonna tell y'all a trick about this right here. So everything over there is torque to spec except for the bolt right here, the 14. Turns out I had to untorque all that on that side just to get this bolt aligned up. So what we're gonna do, we have everything threaded. There's no like misaligned holes or anything. So we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts torque to spec. We're gonna unbolt this. This plate shouldn't move after that. Everything should be locked in. Gonna torque that to the 83 foot-pounds. And then we're gonna move this back, rethread it back, torque it to 37 foot-pounds. It is OEM torque. And then we're not gonna forget about the other side. We're gonna go ahead and torque that also to 37 foot-pounds for the brace. And that's it. You don't need to remove anything. Just thread it through the splash guard. A few casualties, but who cares? All right, so we all installed, got everything torqued down to spec, including the times. We're gonna put the sticker on there. The only thing left to do is put this under bracing back on. The structure is gonna be on this big bolt right here. This is a mount point. So as long as you get it hand tight, put a little bit of off into it, and you should be good. All right, I got all the bolts back in. I just used common sense to tighten these down. You put some off to it, and that's it. So the only thing left now to do is put the sticker on. I didn't put this on before, but this is the icing on the cake. So notice, it's Creeper's clutch, by the way. LCA bushing right here. I wanted to put it right there, but peaks right there. So we're gonna go ahead and place the times right here. Final result, got the 101 Figs right there, and the time sticker peeking through. So you know it's well equipped. A little crooked, but I'm gonna let it slide because yeah, you can't see it. So peep the coordination. Got the orange with the orange, with the orange, with the orange. I'm geeking, but y'all get the picture. Nice little accents, y'all. While we're at it, feeling ambitious, especially since it's up, I should be able to get to that middle brace. The middle brace is just 4 bolts. Put it right on top of the factory bracket. I'm gonna just reach my hand and put it in there. Okay, so going, it's the rear of the door where the handlebar is. The handlebar, y'all know what I mean. Go under this brace right here. It's 4 12mm bolts. Get those out, and we're gonna put it back on. Real simple. All right, folks, I didn't videotape this because I needed to like really stretch. Anyway, hand threaded torque is gonna be 14 foot-pounds for this. The simplest brace you can install out of the time system. So we're gonna go ahead and torque these to spec, and we're gonna be all right. We're all torqued now, fully installed. Simple, like I keep saying, simplest brace of the time system installed. Now we're fully installed times. I don't know if you can see it back here, but yeah, anyway, check my other channels, videos on the channel. I'm tired now. I'll check this down and take it out for a spirited drive, give you some feedback, because this is gonna be the final form of bracing.